Hey everyone, it's Renee, and tonight we are showcasing some mangoes and some weights, some chicken and spaghetti squash. Now mangoes are in season, they're cheap, they're great for women, and they're really good at lowering acidity in your body, which is kind of becoming a key topic in nutrition. And we are also going to use a spaghetti squash. Now I like to use spaghetti squash not because I like to substitute it as spaghetti. Let's face it, it doesn't really taste like spaghetti, and when I want a pasta noodle, I'm going to have a pasta noodle. So tonight what I'm going to do is make a spaghetti squash with a little more of a sweet, savory dish rather than the salty dish that we always try to make spaghetti squash into. So I baked the spaghetti squash, roasted it actually, took the fork, and then I made it into the spaghetti squash noodles. And then I took a piping hot pan, got it all ready, and I pounded out some chicken breasts flat, so they were more like chicken tenders. It's a cheap way of getting chicken tenders. Put them in a really hot pan, fry them maybe 4 minutes on each side. I'd marinated them in some lime juice and some oil and seasonings to get them all kind of Caribbean-like. You can use a Caribbean jerk kind of marinade if you want. Then I deglazed the pan with a little bit of ginger-infused balsamic. Got that all done. Fried up really quickly. So on my warm spaghetti squash noodles, I'm not going to try to over salt it with some tomato sauce. I'm going to top it with a little bit of my mango salsa that I made with some cilantro, red onion, pineapple. And then I'm going to take my, basically it's a chicken tender that I fried, set that on top of my noodles and top it with a little more of the mango salsa. Now it's all warm, and the heat is really going to infuse that mango salsa onto the spaghetti squash noodles. And then I'll hit it with some heart-healthy almonds, and I'll let that hang out for a while until it's just a little bit warm all the way through, and you have yourself more of a sweet dish with the spaghetti squash rather than that salty. And your mouth's gonna thank you, and less sodium, your heart will too.